4 o'clock in the morning, I was shattered.
Say one thing. Okay. This is a warning to every NSW viewer watching this. Please fuck off if you're offended.
I second that. Right, I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm gonna have to cut you off. Mute mic. I strongly apologise. I'm gonna take over because I'm sorry, but this is strongly uncalled for. This is Star's segment of the podcast. Star's shoot, I should call it. Go for it. Star's shoot, as I should call it. The thing is, when people take aim at other people, saying that they're shit, they're this, they're that, you then go onto a stream hiding behind a PC. I can easily do that. Sam could easily do that. Jaden could easily do that. CWA could actually do that. No, we don't hide behind PCs telling people you're this, you're that. Your rule is terrible. The fact is, you are making, no way, Jaden, I'm sorry, stupidest idea I've ever heard of. A, where's the originality at? B, as soon as you leave NSW, they have control of your core. I don't see you doing the Twitter for my core. I don't see you doing the promos for my core. I don't see you creating my fucking core. So why on God's green earth are you trying to start shit of a battle that you know you can't win? Why are people trying to start shit on a battle that they can't win? It's stupid. And if Sam was currently on Star Shoots, he'd agree with me.
You're really killing it.
The thing is, when it comes to people on the day and on the basis, you're gone. You're gone. Honestly, I did the exact same. I'm ashamed. I'm honestly, looking back, I am ashamed that is where I started. I am ashamed. Why did I join in 2014? Because it was a laugh. That's why I joined. And I am ashamed. That is where I started. Glad that I'm not there now. Quite frankly. I'm sorry, but the propaganda and the bullshit that these 40-year-old virgins is utter rubbish. I'm sorry, the only reason Morgan's still in your group is because every time he does a show... Oh, wait, we're not going to get into that. Every time he does a show, we know you sit there behind your PC, again, hiding behind a PC, fucking recording him. Are you Jimmy Savile in fucking disguise? I am fucking done with immature pricks thinking that they know shit. If you know shit, why don't you fucking go to uni and get yourself a fucking degree? No, because you're a fucking keyboard warrior. Keyboard warriors. I've said it again. I said it when I was with Haldo 3 years ago. You're a fucking keyboard warrior. You always have been. You always will be. Star Shoot's over.
Well, jeez. Yeah, well, that's how he's feeling. For me, actually, before I say something, Sam, if you have anything to say, I can give you the floor.
I do. Fuck me.
Alright.
I haven't made a response to that podcast. And Tom, you were in it. I know you were in it because of something. But when I started, basically, David Dunn brought me in. I started months later or something like that. Literally, Kian fucking thing was Haldo and stuff. They fucking mocked me, saying, "Oh, you're fucking CM Punk reject, and fucking this person." When a few months later, when they got fired, they fucking took shots at Tom, saying he's bisexual, which I questioned what's wrong with being bisexual.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam, I'm going to have to cut you off. Again, that also pisses me off as well. And we'll come back to Star Shoots after he's done.
Yes. Haldo didn't make me, he made my career worse. And he could blabber all he wants, he made me. He fucking did it. If he did make me, he would have fucking made me on the fucking PS4. Onto JH, and fuck me, he fucking called me and B and stuff. When he got fired, it was his fault, not anyone else's.
I did.
His.
I did your stats, I made you.
That he got fired, and then he comes up because he was jealous and called me a plan B. Why? But that's why I got in me fucking pissing everyone off, and this is why I might. Because a drama like this that fucking happens day after day that never stops. Plus, Haldo can think he's small job, but in a real life fight, he'll flop on his ass like the Command and Conquer main event. We didn't make it, and he left probably thinking we wouldn't survive without him. To be honest, I made more work in fucking day than they were making a fucking fucking year. Saying, oh, that clearly fucking saying, oh, and I firstly said that, oh, how did they make it before I knew it, because I fucking don't know everything. And then I made a response, so what you made, fucking kid, we made it better. And fucking didn't respond to that. Plus, we're off to Brandon, who fucking ruined the worst main event and moaned, couldn't wait, and that's basically what Aldo done. He fucking bitch, moaned, returned, bitch, moaned, got fired, and never came back. That's what Brandon did. Bitch, moaned, and the only reason his stream got fucking high as it did was because I was begging Jace to come to the stream, but he
No.
fucking begged, fucking
No. The only reason Brandon. Sorry, I'm ill. I shouldn't really be ranting while I'm ill. But the only reason Brandon's stream got somewhere was because I was putting his ass over on commentary.
Damn.
Also, let's take it after the
Fucking exactly. Go silent.
after the rumble. He said it was rigged. He says it was fucking something when it was clearly CPU versus CPU. The fucking dumbass. We went up to Commander Conquer. It should have been me versus Tom, but it didn't happen because he was bitching and being a stubborn bitch who couldn't wait for a fucking title shot. At least be me when I fucking push my title rematch till bloody chase the ace. You fucking thing. Because it was a title shot. To be honest, he wasn't even relevant for how many years? Since WrestleMania, he hasn't been relevant, and he comes back. He's about a fucking title shot. And by the way, the Rumble is if you fucking win, you fucking get a one-on-one title shot with the fucking world title when champ. You don't fucking go with a triple threat. One world title shot with the world champ. Fucking moment, bitch. Say, oh, I want it to be a fucking triple threat, but fuck me, you got his way, didn't he?
I would like to also say apparently they keep jabbing at me with things like I always
Also, it's funny how Heldo says he's got the fame when he's clearly piggybacking of other people's success. The 10k view one is something he didn't make.
Well, hold on a minute there, Sam. Hold on a minute there, because I could say the same thing about NSW. That's what they're currently doing. I mean, extract taken from their stream. Hello and welcome back to Star Shoots. Extract taken from their stream. Oh, thank you for coming into our stream. We need the views.
And they said that they were CWA, but they're called the Cunt Wrestling Alliance. And the only reason why they got views in that stream earlier today is because all the people from CWA were lurking to see if what they were saying.
We all went in there. We all went in there. I went in there.
Even I went in there, but I wasn't even signed in because I just didn't care. Well, now they know that I was in there, but we were all lurking to see what they would say. CW has no rules. Hey, Tom, guess what? You know that rivalry we had that was a storyline? Apparently it wasn't a storyline, because CWA doesn't have storylines.
Well, it was. It clearly was, and we killed it.
I know. Apparently CWA doesn't have storylines.
Honestly,
so what was our thing?
I'm gonna be pissed if we don't get feud of the year. I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna call everything rigged and everything.
No, but start. Listen though. apparently CWA doesn't have storyline. So what was our thing? I don't know.
Exactly.
What was our thing then? Hey, what's the thing I'm currently against Unknown X? That's not a storyline?
What's my thing with Enigma Soul?
Yeah, that's not a storyline apparently.
No, it's not. Nah, it's not. It's not.
It's just some random thing both you guys said, "Hey, let's do this for why not?" You know?
I mean, I'm ashamed. I'm honestly ashamed that is where I came from.
Also, CWA doesn't have rules. Did you know about that? Wow.
CWA doesn't have rules. Why is
I
my
could
quorum
easily
90 then?
text James and I'll put in the chat, or put on stream,
So-
the rules
so-
of CWA.
So okay then. So if CWA has no rules, why is my quorum 90 and not 109?
Oh yeah, if they don't have rules, how come power subs are banned?
Yeah, how come subs are banned then? Yeah, let me just go put an ankle lock on my moveset. Oh wait, no.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't.
let's use the Powerbomb Boston Crab because there's no rules.
Yeah. Let me just go stick the Powerbomb Boston Crab on. No rules.
And oh, did
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm sorry. But NSW is most likely to have no rules as soon as you leave. Take control of your call. Come fucking promo for Thomas Starr.
Look what they did to Notorious. After he left, they still used him for shows for about a week, and he kept bitching about. This is when the whole thing on Twitter happened, where he was saying publicly, like, "Oh, you guys don't own my call. It's my call. You guys don't own it. If I'm not in there, it shouldn't be there." And pretty much, he kept bitching about it to the point where they actually officially sent him off by having me squash him, right? And this was a time where I was, a No Way Jaden, and I returned as Crazy J. But like, I don't know what they're doing with me because even though I left, and the No Way Jaden thing they keep using as a poor joke or a jab at me. During the stream they said, "Oh, NSW made their first signing, and their first signing is No Way Jaden." Now see, if they do a No Way Jaden, right, that looks nothing similar to Crazy J, if the name Jaden is not even similar to mine, then I won't give a fuck. But if it's exactly like mine, then I know exactly what they're doing. I know what they're doing already. But if it was different, if it was different, I wouldn't give a shit. But if it's exactly to the point where they're trying to make it that obvious, then yeah, I'm going to say something about it.
As I said, dude. As I said, I mean,
anyone thinks I've gone, the fucking computer fucking switches off.
I mean, the thing is, when it comes down to it, all NSW is are keyboard worrying pricks. I mean, Carnage actually went outside today.
Stop wankers. Wankers.
I'm about
Not
to rant
wankers.
today.
So let me just get to how all this started, because we've been going on. Probably there's people in here that are wondering how it started.
WTX is in the chat. Hi, Pain.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I thought there would be.
Pain doesn't even know who I am. That's just legendary.
Yeah, here's the thing, people, no. People know that I'm live, and I thought there would have been a lot in here. There's no. Tom, advocate for me. Tell him to get in here. It's worth it.
Why do I have to advocate?
Because
It's
they
your
don't
fucking
listen
podcast.
to me.
Well, I'm sorry. I know I'm the advertisement here, being CWA Rage Pro Champ and all, but you know.
It's actually worth it. Just tell them to get in if they want. It's
No.
worth it. Whatever.
I'm not the advertising man here. It's your stream.
What the fuck, man? Whatever.
And
All right. So how
you
this?
do know that 4-on-4. We wasn't joking. We were actually gonna do that.
Oh no, I knew you were serious.
Yeah, that's why it was on the card.
Fucking the Kingdom squashing Team Mundo, or
Yeah,
Team
and
Loyalty, as they want to be called.
Do you wanna know the booking going into that?
Oh, here we go.
Team trust versus team loyalty. Loyalty gets buried, then fired.
Well, I don't want to be called Team Trust because basically it's a Kingdom lineup. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
the match has been scrapped. Match has been scrapped now.
I knew we killed Sam Moxley, and then
Here's the I
It's-
don't
match has
care
been scrapped.
if Sam Ox
Match
is
has
pulling
been
this
scrapped.
SCR shit because A, I don't know why the fuck you would.
Match has been scrapped. Hello.
Why? Why?
the other elimination's been scrapped.
No, the match has.
Well,
Oh, I got another thing. I've got things in the pipeline, darling. Don't worry.
oh boy.
I'm sorry. Could we go back to Star Shoots because
Yes.
I've been wanting to say this all day, and now I'm gonna say it.
Alright.
I'm sorry, but do you remember when FWW was around?
Dude, I loved FWW so much.
Yeah. Do you want to know?
That was
do you wanna know a bit of
Bisping's thing.
backsto- Yeah. Do you want to know a bit of backstory behind that?
What?
Hey, hello and welcome to Star's Cribs. I'm Thomas Starr, and I'm here to expose the fact when Bisping didn't get enough viewers on FWW, he would cry. Oh,
Oh.
Really?
I think
really?
I heard that before from them, but like I totally forgot about it. I'm not gonna say that because Bisping, out of everything that happened, Bisping didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. You know, I have a lot of I have a lot of respect
I
for
don't
Bisping.
care.
I know you don't, but like I have respect for Bisping, and like you know, out of all of them that tried to do these shit jokes and jabs and shit, Bisping didn't do a single thing.
Here's the thing though. I don't care anymore. If you're with NSW, you're an enemy to me. That is the case now.
Yeah,
But me. Until you separate yourself from the AIDS, you are an enemy to me.
Well,
Done.
even if they don't do anything wrong.
What part of I do not care do you not
I
understand?
I do understand that.
Good.
Well, I guess I'll go back to how all this started. So
Wait.
oh,
Shall I
okay.
tell you all the secret of Sam Moxley? You made him. It was actually fucking JP Curry. It was actually the furry. Yeah, the furry. Chopper.
Well,
Okay.
all right. So the start of all this, I don't know how everyone else in the community got into it. Pretty much, I come home from school. I'll just talk about, like, I'll start off with how everyone else got involved. I get home from school, and I had people telling me in group chats I'm in, oh, Jay, we got your back, don't worry, bro, we're ripping them apart. And I'm sitting there like, what are you guys talking about? I didn't even understand what's going on. Come to find out, some of these people are, like, out, they're saying shit to them and all that. I didn't know. And then I get a tweet by Puzzle Dan saying, oh, at Old W Legend, why don't you be a man and do a face-to-face with us or something like that, or man-to-man, something like that, instead of having all these people do your dirty work. And I replied saying, I didn't even know these fucking people were doing this. So how can I send them out and do something that I wasn't even aware of? All they have done is make assumptions about me.
Wait.
Explain, man.
What?
Ha. I've just exposed who blocked me out of the chats.
Who?
And I was right.
Emily.
It was Carnage on his Queen Eve account. Should I tell you how I know?
How?
I got kicked out of both chats, the PS4 and the Xbox One. Who else
Note.
is in
James
both chats?
Both PS4 and fucking Xbox One. And I'm gonna talk to Lars to kick him out of the SER.
I don't know why you were even in the SCR.
J Money, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh, I remember that show.
You have been exposed.
I remember that show.
You have been exposed.
That old lady was a bitch in that show. Um,
Oh yeah.
damn.
The plan was, I'm sorry, Lars, if I'm thinking it. Money has to cash in like 2 months
Mm.
on my title. Now that's been screwed because since Jamie's gone, and I'm talking to Lars about kicking Jamie out of the SER because seriously, you brought it up yourself. That it ain't anyone's fault. Jamie, if you
Mm.
didn't block anyone, this fucking beef would have happened.
Yeah. Hey, drifting off a little bit, I heard there's like some companies that like they used to were saying these rules that they wouldn't allow anyone else in the SCR to join shit. Like that's not a thing anymore, but it's like I was sitting there thinking like what the fuck has the SCR done that makes promoters be like we're not letting you in if you're in this?
You know, I'm
Bruh,
as SER.
let's not talk about this. I
Mm.
could sit here all day.
Plus,
Well,
what was it?
okay, fine.
There was a day where one of the SCR was it Cody Hagen or something like that. He was streaming and he was gonna do something with Zach Sanchez, and I was in the Skype call because Jay put me in there, and I got to meet some of the SCR members, and I became friends with them. Like one of them just randomly joined. He's like, "Oh, you're a Kingdom founder," and he's like, "Wow, you're really chill. Like I've heard all these things about the Kingdom, blah blah blah. I didn't think my day was gonna go like this." I had to explain to them in the Skype chat, and Cody Hagen actually put me in the SCR chat just for me to paste the paragraph and to come out. And I said, um, well,
Hey, you should
before I
join
tell
it.
them what I said, all
New,
S
ma-
what?
new match for total elimination in the chat. Sam,
Oh.
get it on the wiki.
So basically, the SCR versus Kingdom thing, that's only a TAW storyline, right? But new SCR members don't know that. See, like, people that have already know that don't tell their new members that, so they think this is a legitimate thing everywhere. When I had to go into their chat and basically tell them, dear people in SCR, the SCR rivalry of the Kingdom thing, that's only a storyline in a company. Everywhere else, there's no bad blood. The Kingdom and SCR are chill with each other, and I just wanted to address that. Some of the people actually responded going, wait, all this was just a storyline? And I went to tell them yes. And they're like, well, everything I know is a lie. Well, as joking, but like, that just shows that there's people that even fucking know. And it's like, what?
He loves about this thing. I'm gonna tell him about kicking Germany off
Hmm.
the PS4.
Um,
Trying to put you in the worst
So-
mood.
So let me go all the way to how the NSW thing started. So I was in an Xbox party chat with Thomas Starr. He can advocate for me on that one.
Yeah, boy.
And I was on a multi-Twitch and I was watching CWA Rage Pro and NSW Monday Night Raw. Original. So I barely said anything about chats, right? I would probably put an occasional GG or an LOL in the CWA chat because I was already talking to people on the Xbox chat. And yes, I didn't say anything in the NSW chat, but like I was like I was blanking out cuz like I didn't really always kept going to type stuff. I was talking to people. I was playing Rocket League. So I wasn't even watching like paying close attention to everything, right? And I did say, my bad that I didn't say much or anything in your chat. My bad. I will admit that. But the thing is, they assumed that I was just watching CWA and that I'm not loyal. So this whole loyalty thing became a problem almost a year ago. So November 10th, 2016, I joined Honorbound, the first place outside of NSW. And those guys over in COH already had problems with NSW, which I was not aware of until way later on in the future. So then it just started with every time I watched Honorbound, I was accused of not watching NSW's product anymore, which at the time was their Friday Cruiserweight show, High Impact. When I would watch...
205 Live.
Well, it is now, but at the time it was High Impact. But my point is, I would do multi-Twitch streams of watching both High Impact, even though I wasn't even a part of it. And I would watch Honor Bound. And multi-Twitch is a bitch to use on your phone, on multiple mobile devices, and even I would put myself through getting frustrated using it, watching a multi-Twitch when I was at my dad's, right? So that started, and then I went to CWA, right? And then, I'm told, on top of the Honor Bound, not watching High Impact stuff, now I'm being told, oh, you're not watching Raw because you're over watching CWA, because at the time I was on Conflict, and actually all three of us were on Conflict, which was on Mondays as well. That happened not at the same time as when Raw starts, but it would overlap because CWA shows goes usually about 2.5 to 3 hours. So eventually it would overlap. But I was claimed to that too, and I'm in a lot of things now, but most of the shows are not on days that NSW is doing it, or some of them are on YouTube, like WTX, for example. And you want to say something, Sam? All right.
Oh. Can I ask you guys a question? Who has been your e-fetting idol?
My e-fetting... I really haven't had one.
Who asked that?
I'm going with Tom.
Hey, people are coming in. How's it going?
I meant
an e-fetting idol, like someone
It's my main man. Oh yes.
Well, who is it?
He's Curtis.
I haven't looked up to anyone in the community for me to classify as an idol. Actually,
you looked up at Mills yesterday on Rage Pro because he's 7 foot tall.
wow. Actually, at one time, for about a couple days, I used to look up to CJ Winners or AJ Storm. I'm Anthony Harris. I know.
And stop.
No, why would I look up to Star?
Hi, Harris. My main man, Anthony Harris.
Okay, Nightbot's being a bitch. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna take out Nightbot so people can spam shit and not have Nightbot up their ass for it. So shit. Where was I? Oh yeah, some other promotions like WTX was on YouTube, but like for the whole entire year, it was just nothing but trust issues and shit.
Sorry, but YouTube shit.
Yes, right now it is.
Shitty site.
I'm sorry, but I agree with what Jerry said last night when it was all kicking off in the TW chat.
Oh,
I agree with what Jerry said.
What?
Past broadcasts, and they have a YouTube for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Don't they call their YouTube the NSW network?
Yeah, on the network. Well, I call mine on the network too.
Somebody describe what you do on the network. On the WWE network, somebody describe to me what you do.
You can watch scheduled broadcasting, past broadcasts.
Big statement like you do, Tom.
They're streaming now. Yes, I know. That's why I did it. Well, coincidentally now, but most likely they're not going to come in and chat shit while they're in the middle of their show.
Yeah, and I made the fucking catchphrase, Thomas Doyle speaks women.
So throughout this whole entire year, starting from when I first joined Honor Bound, once again, November 10, 2016.
Harris, I need to talk to you on Twitter as well. At some point.
What? Okay,
what?
Never mind.
Carry on.
So, for the whole year, it's just been nothing but trust issues because they think I'm not loyal and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I should really pull up my, what the fuck is it called? Alert box, because I don't know if people are following, but I'm hearing alerts, and I'm not seeing them. So, my mistake. But throughout the whole year, it's just been trust issues of, oh, you're not being loyal, you're not watching our stuff anymore. When I've been with them for about 2 years, and I've told them, I've been loyal. I've been in almost crying arguments. I've been in yelling arguments. I've expressed how I feel about them, but like I've only been able to take so much. And yesterday, I finally announced that I left because I'm just tired of it. I really am.
I'm sorry, but
And what they said was immature. Cause sorry to cut you off. But when I left, they said I was crying and running.
Sam, shut up.
When I left to get away from the problem, because that's a mature thing to do. If there's a problem, walk away from it. That's a mature thing to do. But according to them, I wasn't being mature about it. According to them, I was running off and crying like a little bitch.
Twisted bullshitters, bro.
Exactly. I was not running off and crying like a bitch. They know me to the point where I told them, I said, I'm a real motherfucker. If I really wanted to go up to them and tell them shit how I feel, I'll fucking do it, because I don't give a shit. They're all from England. What are they going to do? Fly over and kick my ass? No, they're not.
Yes.
But
that's what I'm going to do.
But my point is, I didn't want to do that because I wanted to be the more mature person and just walk away. And I don't know why this isn't popping. Come on.
This moment, Kevin, he fucked.
But hey, if any of you want to say something, just take over for a bit.
Sam, you can, because I'm about to DM Harris on Twitter.
Okay. Technically, W2K17 has been one of the best and worst years of KW, because if that happened, doing Heldo and shit and...
Well, Sam, you know what we should talk about? You know what we should talk about? We're the only ones here. You know what we should talk about? No, not virginity, which you haven't lost yet. We should talk about the return. Oh shit.
No.
We should talk about the return of the greatest show on earth that returns to your screens in a couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the A show, fuck PS4. We are talking about TAW Genesis that returns. Yay. I've been fucking waiting about time.
Jeez. Of the TAW that everyone cares about and the reason that everyone goes to.
Alright.
And
what is Harris's @ on Twitter?
I don't know. I know it's like Goat of CWA is his name or something. Alright, people, I have an alert box up on here, so if you follow or something, it's going to pop up with a ding, which you have been hearing. I don't know why the ding repeats itself, kind of annoys the fuck out of me, but whatever. So, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't want to bash NSW because I don't want to stoop down to their level. I really don't. But I just want to say every accusation, every shit joke, every jab, it just shows how no matter how much loyalty you show to them, once you leave off of something that they have different opinions of, they will backstab you. They will talk behind your back. They'll and your peers. I leave, and they're talking shit to CWA and taking jabs at me. This is what will happen. And
if you're gonna fucking leave EFED, don't fucking stab them in the back. Just do nothing.
Like
I fucking haven't been here since the start.
Yeah, and
but I could have left.
They claimed that I loved CWA over everything. I preferred it. CWA, basically, what they say, CWA.
Harris, I messaged you on Twitter.
What did Mundo say? He said, CWA really got to him, or something like that. No, people realize the fact that a lot of people would joke about how many feds I'm in. That's why I don't pull my Twitter bio anymore. But my point is, I'm in a lot of shit, right? Because I enjoy going around, displaying my talents to the biggest companies around the world, right? And most of the biggest companies are owned by people that are in other fucking companies. For example, ACPW. Ken Mercer's around. Who owns ACPW? Ken fucking Mercer.
Ken Mercer.
WSCW. Andy Jaden and fucking Will Steele's all around the place. But who owns WSCW? Andy Jaden. Who commentates for it? Will Steele.
The most important person here. Me.
Okay,
I'm an
stop.
idiot. You fucking-
Okay, so he can shut the fuck up. Thomas Starr is in quite a few big places, and he owns TAW.
Yay!
My point, because he wanted a cheap plug. My point being is this: I like to go around and displaying my talents because I had this dream of me being this known wrestler in real life. But since I couldn't do that, and I found this is my chance of doing it in a different form. And within just
Oh
one...
yeah, and by the way,
Yeah? What's that?
Tom, you dead now.
But to let people know what I've wanted to do, branching out, within not even fully 365 days, a whole year, I have accomplished so much in so many places, and I'm proud for what I did. They always would take shots, saying, "Oh, you're all over the place, Jay, and blah blah blah. You're not gonna show loyalty to any of them." That's a lie. Because
every time you say loyalty, right?
What?
You should play the Kendrick Lamar song, Loyalty, Loyalty.
Unfortunately,
Loyalty.
I don't like that song, so I wouldn't play.
Ah.
But my point is, I did. I'm in so many places, and I managed to evenly distribute what I do and when I watch. If there's two things I'm in, they're on at the same time. I multi-twitch, right? They say I put no effort in. I told them, I said, let's do Honor Bound, for example. I watched NSW shows every single day, because basically they had a show every single day. But yet, according to them, I would put more effort in COH's Honor Bound when I would watch Honor Bound once a week, and I would promo one time. One time. For
Loyalty.
one time every week. When I would watch their shows every single day, and I would promo one time a week, only for Monday Night Raw, which is the show I was on. So them go, and I would go into their Skype calls sometimes. So for them to go that I did not show any loyalty or whatever the fuck to them is complete bullshit. Because I did show that for 2 years. And one day, just one day, they don't believe me because of past experiences that they still believe, even though I've told them otherwise. This is what's come to. It's just back to what I was going with the bunch of places. I'm in all these places, and yet they said that CWA got to me, and that I loved CWA more than anything else. That wouldn't make sense. Because if I loved CWA more than anything else, I wouldn't be in WTX, I wouldn't be in LOP, I wouldn't be in COH, I wouldn't be in TAW. Hell,
Yes.
I wouldn't even have continued my own show because apparently I would have loved CWA too much to that caliber, which is wrong. And I want to quote something from the Kingdom Twitter, from the TAW chat when there was shit going down earlier this morning. The Kingdom Twitter said, and I don't have it up, but I remember it. They
Jaden,
said,
mate, we all know you're the Kingdom Twitter, so I don't think it's any use going through that.
no,
Praise J would be now known as
no,
the Wake.
stop. Hold on.
No, wait.
No.
Jaden, no, wait. No, I'll stop now. I'm bored, okay?
Only one.
Whoops.
Okay,
Whoops. Whoops.
Oops.
Why the fuck you lying? Oh.
Okay, tell me this, Tom.
So, the Kingdom Twitter
Tom,
put
tell
if
me this. You.
the Kingdom Twitter put if Crazy J had no loyalty whatsoever, he wouldn't be in any of the companies that he's in. Hell, he wouldn't even be in the community. Now, Star, if you had no loyalty to anything, you wouldn't be in any companies. You would even be in the community, right? If you supposedly had no loyalty.
Bro, it's all about loyalty.
Oh my god. But the point is, if you had none, you wouldn't even be in the community because you wouldn't be able to go anywhere. And that's exactly my point. So if I had no loyalty, I wouldn't be, once again, I wouldn't been in CWA, LOP, WTX, and to name more. I wouldn't be in any of these things if I wasn't loyal.
Loyalty.
Oh my god.
The first time that all three main members of the kingdom have been in Crazy Talk.
Crazy job.
Yeah, always been in my... Because, fun fact, 3 people that are in here are Kingdom founders. Yay, the founding fathers, how you doing? I said founding fathers!
It was my idea. It was my idea.
Guess what? We all contributed in it, so...
Still my idea.
No, that doesn't mean we all contributed.
Loyalty.
If I was in TAW, B.
If you weren't in TAW, you would be Unknown X in CWA.
What would TAW?
Inside jokes. But,
If I wasn't in TAW, where would you be? What would TAW be like?
Where would I be without TW still in the...
You would be in the...
Without me, you fucking up. Unless you fucking up.
Can we go to the Q&A part of this segment now where Anthony Harris just roasts me every day?
Who's in here? Let me check the viewers list. Some people are... Hey, Fake Went is in here. I recognize you. If any of you have questions about the drama or anything, just put it in the chat. Because I pretty much said what I wanted to say about NSW. Tom went on 2 rants about it. Sam said stuff. I couldn't hear him clearly, but he said things.
Mumbling.
You have a question? Go right ahead.
Mumbling. Yeah.
I have a question. Crazy J, how come it took you that long to begin?
Wait, what?
Ask Tom a question. Can you stop wanting to beat men?
No, mate, it's my passion.
Wait, Tom, your mic cut out. What was your question?
I said how long it took? How come it took you that long to leave NSW?
Because I didn't have any problems with them, and after a whole year of just the same issue of the concept of trust, I've had enough. And I did the mature thing, and I just walked away because I'm not gonna keep putting up with it.
Because Jaden had no loyalty.
No, supposedly, or their accusation is that I have no loyalty. What is your reasons to the wait, what? What is your response to the rape allegations against you? That there is none, and yeah.
Sam, take your Google Translate and shove it up your ass, please.
Hey,
Harris, check Twitter.
Harris, if you want, we're doing hopping in and out. It's all right. We're doing a Q&A part. Are you on good terms with CWA and COA? Oh yes, I'm on fantastic terms.
So am I.
But Harris, we're doing some Q&A stuff. If you want to ask questions about random things, if you want to ask questions on how we feel about certain things of the community, drama, or the drama that's going on now, just ask anything. So are you denying the allegations? I am saying that there is no allegations. Say, but yeah, Harris, if you want to drop any questions our way, it can be not even just be me, it could be any of us. We'll gladly answer, because we pretty much
It could be about me beating Crazy J.
What? So you are not. I am not Bill Cosby. What would what would TAW be without me? It would be the same, just Sam Oxley-less.
No, Mr. White is the founding father of TAW. I will happily say that.
Yeah, fuck Sam Moxley. It's Mr. White Baby. I just gave him a new catchphrase, Mr. White Baby. I'm sorry, I'm not the only one that thinks Mr.
And
White.
that's my catchphrase.
I'm sorry, I'm not the only one that thinks that Mr. White sounds like a slave owner's name.
Yeah, fuck you.
What do you think about cheating in the community? So if you're talking about the sim feds, or if you're talking about like in-character relationship cheatings, okay, I'm just gonna answer both, or probably not. What do you mean specifically? Like cheating, like when it comes up to sim feds, like people try to cheat in matches or some shit? Or are we talking about like in-character relationship cheating type BS? Superstar of the year? No, that would be me. I'm sorry, but I am the fastest rising star in TAW.
Nah.
You said it yourself when I first came to the company.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I
won the world title in 4 weeks.
Yeah, but you didn't beat Thomas Star and won the Rumble in the same night, did you?
Good for
you. Didn't win.
But
you didn't win the unified title at Command and Conquer, did you? Because if there's anyone that's Superstar of the Year here, Sunshine, it's Sam. He killed it this year.
First is me, then it's Tom because he broke the rules.
I also broke the record for the most number of title reigns.
We're gonna have BJ Evans as Superstar. I mean, BJ Evans had quite hell of a year, but he had a good year.
Yeah, I had a brilliant year this year. Rage Pro Champ. Three-time EBW World.
I won the EBW World just recently.
That'll be the next thing you leave, I'm calling it.
Probably.
Is Anthony Harris? Yes! Hashtag Lord and Savior Harris.
Is a role model to each and every one of you.
Hashtag Lord and Savior Harris.
Okay, let's just say yes to make you happy. Or okay, I will admit Anthony Harris to being a GOAT. I will admit. Because
Anthony Harris, Lord and Savior.
Because Anthony Harris can't be fucking stopped, apparently.
No, that's wrong. Last week on Rage Pro, I beat him.
Just barely! I'm sitting there. Everyone that was in the Xbox party thought you were going to lose. Because, like, you barely, skin of your teeth, fucking beat him. Oh, I just found out. Breaking news. I found out why my theme changed without me knowing last Rage Pro. Because James wasn't feeling congratulations. Even though I did a whole video describing why some of the lyrics in Congratulations suited my personality, but okay.
Sam, suck your mom. Just go and suck her. She's waiting.
Oh my god.
Anthony Harris, Lord and Savior.
This has become how we feel about NSW to Yeah.
I am
Okay, I'm going
going
to be honest. What the fuck is this stream about? Right now, I don't even know. Originally, it was about the NSW drama shit that's been going down and all of our
Talking
opinions and
up,
feelings
took my
about.
losses into learning. In
Oh,
the end, I'm earning.
Tom, if you have any remaining
Suck that
things
fucking
about,
turn.
if you have any remaining things to rant about NSW or even drama
Watch
that's been,
TAW, twitch.tv//
no, that's not what I meant. If you have anything else to rant about NSW or any recent drama that doesn't have to involve them, I can let you have the floor.
is
Anthony Harris, Lord and Savior.
where Tom searches porn.
I'll take it that you don't have a rant.
Out when under.
No.
How about this? I'll go on a little bit of a rant right now.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. If you're gonna have someone right to be in something for whatever, as long they could have been half a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, doesn't fucking matter, right? If you see clearly someone has put in loyalty and trust to
Loyalty,
your place,
loyalty.
shut up, to your place for a long time, right? And if there is times where he or she is really trying to put in effort to still watch your stuff because things happen or they're going to other places, therefore they have to like shift how they do things and watch things now. But it's like, what? I guess, sure. But if they're really trying to make an effort to watch your product and other people's product and they leave because they didn't leave because they wanted to, because you drove them out, just there's no fucking reason to backstop. I'm telling you now, Mundo is almost like he's near around the range of the age of my mom. My mom is going to be 37. Mundo is around that range, right? Mundo being around that range, just just immaturity spews. Because as soon as I left, it was just instant immaturity. Jokes, jabs, references, and just harassment, accusations. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. You know, if you're gonna be at the age that you're at, right, and you want to make a stream that's literally labeled CWA just to blatantly, obviously take shots at them. For example, during it, they made a woman's title called the emoji title because apparently all CWA knows is emojis, right? And they did a 6-man match for the women's title called the emoji title with 5 men, 1 woman. Now, I don't know if that's a shot at anything. I don't know if that's them going, oh, the reason why there's men in a women's title match because I don't know if they're implying that people in CWA act like women. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that's the vibe that I got off from it. And
No, I've got a completely different one.
what's your feeling about it?
I'm not gonna mention anything.
No, just say
I'll
it.
wait
Just
till
give zero fucks.
No. I'll wait till off stream for that before I get called fucking sexist and all that shit. So,
Wait. Can I ask you a question? Within all the big stars of rock culture,
no, they're doing something else. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
people,
But I feel like I have no idea what's going on because I don't know what you. So basically, Kat, there is this place that I was at that basically beefs with every other promotion, but I was with them for 2 years, and I'm in a lot of other places outside that, and I tried to watch other people's product while at the same time trying to watch NSW's. And throughout the whole entire year that I've started spreading out, it's just been trust issues of them saying I'm not being loyal.
Loyalty.
Shut up! That I'm
Yeah,
not being loyal and all this stuff.
Loyalty.
And what is
Every time you say
NSW?
loyal.
You know what? At this point, people are just gonna say that as a meme. What is NSW? Because Kat just said it. But NSW is wrestling E-Fed.
Non-stop wanking.
Non-stop wrestling, but we'll go with Tom said.
wanking.
So basically, throughout the whole year, they just had trust issues with me and stuff, pulling all these accusations, and yesterday I had enough because no matter what I say, they just don't believe me, and that's what the word trust it throughout the whole entire year, nonstop waking. Okay, weird, but I don't judge. But throughout the whole year, it seems like their trust in me just diminished lower and lower every single day, to the point where just what happened yesterday, no matter what I said, and even Star, and like they didn't have problems with Star. Star didn't have problems with them until yesterday, and Star was backing me up on what I was telling them, and even with them, and I think Joey Gallagher was throwing in some things too. They still wouldn't believe, no matter what was said. They just didn't believe anymore, and I couldn't deal with the bullshit anymore. If you're not gonna trust me, if you're not gonna believe me, someone that's been real with you for almost 2 years, then that's your fault. You want to take these jokes and jabs and run me out because I'm gonna be a mature one and get away from the problem. That is your fault, not mine. So they gotta mature up, and I feel like if they actually matured up, stop doing what they're doing now, and things that people obviously talk shit about them for, and they're easy things. I'm not telling them to change completely, but there's obvious things that some people call them out for, and they just pull the I don't give a shit card. But and here's also a thing: NSW are hypocrites as well. And yes, I said. Hold on, let me read from Cat. So it's a lot of people acting like monkeys with their thumbs in their
Agreed.
mouths. Yeah. So let me say this. They are hypocrites.
Jeez.
NSS1 is now auto-hosting you. Oh, because they just
Oh,
stopped it. No,
yay.
because they auto-host me when the broadcast is done. But basically,
Watch it.
they're.
So
I don't
let's
care if they
just-
watch. I don't care if
Wait,
they watch.
no. Right.
What?
If they come up, we'll just sit here singing the Usos. Down 6.
Stop.
We were
Stop.
day
But
one.
basically,
we were
basically,
down
they are being extremely hypocritical because they believe in the same thing that everyone else thinks, but they don't actually do anything about it. They believe that they want the community to stop having drama, come together, and be all that. They want to be a part of that as well. But things like this, how their diminished trust and belief in me, right? Regardless of other people were backing me up, right? Their diminished trust drove me out. I didn't want to leave, but they drove me out. They want to make accusations saying that I was running away and crying like a little bitch. No, that's them being immature. Their insolence, and the insolence means rudeness or something else, but something about rudeness. Their insolence is funny. It's humorous. For the fact that they want to say, "Oh, you're running away, you're crying like a bitch." I was being the mature one. 18 years old, a legal adult, right? I did the mature thing and walked away from the problem. Because I'm not going to keep myself going through this bullshit when I went through it for a whole year and I had enough. Every man,
We were down 6.
I don't give a fuck who you are, right? Everyone has a breaking point. Everyone can only take so much. And yes, I've dealt with the same thing for a year, but I just had enough. I have nothing against them. I'm not going to talk shit about them because I have no reason to, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to stoop that low.
Hold on.
But the only thing I will pull out is that they were hypocritical.
If you're not talking shit about them, what are you doing now?
No, I'm just saying what happened, and that I don't have problems with them. The only thing I will call out is that their hypocrisy. Daniel Lyons, how you doing? But their hypocrisy of they want the community to be drama free. They want every single promotion to have this bond, be nice to each other. But the thing is, what up, guys? Hey, hold on, Lyons.
Hi, Lions.
Actually,
Because we were down 6. Day 1-ish, we were down.
I don't know how.
No, I'm joking.
I thought you were modded before, Lyons. Hold on.
Hmm.
All right.
Like,
Well,
we were
I thought you were
down
modded
6.
before, but yeah, because I've known Lyons for about a year. Like Lyons is a
Barrett Instrumental, let's go. We were
Lyons is
down
a close.
6.
He is a good friend of mine. But like, so coming back, NSW wants this drama-free community, and other people in the community want the same thing. I've said it, Sam said it, Thomas said it, other people like in CWA, Honor Bound, all these other, they want the same thing. But what ended up happening yesterday and today, it's just the complete opposite. If the people want drama free in this community, right? Then they wouldn't have drone someone away because they chose to diminish their trust and their belief in that person that showed them trust and loyalty for 2 years. And
And plus, we don't cry when we have low viewership.
And here's the thing. Like I just said, they would have not drone someone away, and when they did, they would have not taken accusations, they would have not made jokes, they would have not made shots and jabs at that person and a company behind their back because they wanted to. And like I just said, you can agree with me, that is hypocrisy at its definition, at its core. They want a drama-free community, but yet they drove someone out and they talk shit and took little jabs of references of one person and a company behind their back, which is the definition of drama.
Of a joke.
And that too. And like I said, I'm not going to go into like, I'm not going to go from person to person and be like, oh, Mundo's this and blah, 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 and do that. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to stoop that low. I'm not that type of person. Everyone knows that I am one of the nicest people in the community, and I'm one of the realists. Like, I can be the nicest person, but if you act a certain way to me, I could be the baddest motherfucker in the goddamn community. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. If you're gonna be a dick to me, right? And this goes anyway. If you're gonna be a dick to me or whatever, I wait until how someone reacts first, and then I give reactions. I don't like being a dick to people. I don't like being a jackass or anything to people. I'm not like that. That's why I don't give my first reaction in a negative way. I see how they do it. So if they want to treat me and act a certain way, then I will be real with them and tell those motherfuckers. And I'm not saying that towards NSW. I'm saying that to everyone in general. I will act to anyone how I feel. But I'm just letting you know that. So, and I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how long this is going to drag out of what NSW is going to try to do. Because they want to do the No Way Jaden shit. Which was obviously, it's been a joke for a long, long time. So I don't know if they're going to just do No Way Jaden in replace of Crazy J. Which, either way, it doesn't matter because they were planning, before all this happened, they were planning to have No Way Jaden and Crazy J at the same time. Which doesn't make sense because No Way Jaden was a face turn of Crazy J. So there was no way to have two, there's no way to try to do two, well, obviously, yeah, like, you know, doing 2% of the cost, but like universe, like in character wise, there's no way to have two people considered as separate when they are the same person. And basically, either way, if they do No Way Jade and Crazy J when I'm gone, doesn't matter. I don't.
When I'm gone,
I don't want to be there. And their rule. And when I first heard the rule, even when I didn't have problems with them, like right now, I didn't like that rule, but I never really expressed it either. Their rule of, even if you leave us, we own rights to your call. I completely disagree with that. Like I said earlier in the stream, let me read out what Lion said. I will say with the current drama in Crazy J with the Fed, that in my world it doesn't exist. Crazy J is completely in the right. He gives 100%, and they decide to tear him down for what? Because they don't have it together at this point. Anyone who hasn't already leave now. These guys are idiots, and if they still use you, Crazy J, I will get with my Twitch people and help you report their channel for slander.
James has already done it.
Hey, Lion, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna say approve.
I said we get him down.
Hey, I'm not saying I approve, disapprove. That's what we want. Go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise, but all I'm just saying is their rule of when you leave, they own rights to your call. I completely disagree. Like I said earlier in the stream, the Notorious thing. Notorious complained of how he was being booked, and well, like some ways it was unreasonable, but it doesn't matter. My point is, he left because he thought he wasn't being treated a certain way in NSW, and even weeks after he left, they still used Notorious, and he obviously caused public drama that other people actually got a part of. 2K18, they have no rights to Crazy J. They don't even have rights now because they didn't make Crazy J. They didn't come up with the concept of Crazy J. Crazy J is an idea of a wrestler in the mind of a 5-year-old, which is me at the time. That's Crazy J. The first Crazy J that I made was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. The first time I made him, right? But my point being is this. Going back to Notorious, he left, they kept using him, and Notorious made public drama. The other people, I think even AJ Storm said some things in there that, you know, to the point where NSW finally didn't want to deal with the drama and bullshit, where they permanently sent off Notorious by having me squash him, with me returning as the Crazy J. Oh, I want to say things to our face. Hey.
Remember the plan. Remember the plan. Day one is.
Hey, you know what, Lions? If you want to get on, I can send you the link. No, I'm telling you now. Everything I'm saying, I'm not saying is an insult. I'm not taking jabs. I'm not saying. You know me that I'm not like that. I'm not going to stoop down to a low, immature level to where I'm just going to say a bunch of bullshit and accusations, because I'm not like that. Alright? But going down to the Notorious thing, they kept Notorious, and they finally did a permanent send-off. Have me on there to speak, give our side. But yeah, they sent him off with Miss Squad. Now, like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do, but the thing is, if they choose, right, to keep me on their show, even though I'm not there, sure, I'm gonna go, well, I'm not there, there's no reason to have me on there, right? But, you know, if other people decide to take action about it, I'm not telling them to. That's what they want to do. I'm not advocating for it, I'm not approving of it. That's what they want to do, right? But, like I said,
This way.
but, you know, like I said, you know, that rule, like, other people have expressed have me on there, let me have our say. I feel like it's going to get explosive if Mundo and Lions are in the same thing because of how they have been.
Oh, I've already got my popcorn.
How they have been.
Thing with this, all right, is if somebody decides to leave, what's the point of keeping them around? The fans will lose interest, your own product will lose interest, and your show will be devalued. Every time somebody has left my show, because no matter if I respect them or not, it's not respecting the current people that are in that fed. Like, it's a complete disrespect to your own people, to your own followers, to your own viewers, and your own roster. And, well, another thing is that they're just absolute pricks in this situation, and they're really telling everyone, hey, don't join us. We're a bunch of pricks. We don't give a shit. That type of vibe, then you shouldn't be in this community. Like, you shouldn't be able to stream. And there is ways to report this shit. If you keep using Crazy J, he has the rights to go contact Twitch. It ain't that hard. Have tweeted about him could be used against you, and that's an easy way to get your channel taken down. So we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. Your choice. I have my people together, because if you don't react the way at 2K18 that I expect you to react, then everything will be used against you.
Well then.
I mean,
Here we go.
I said
chat.
this earlier.
Oh boy.
I said this earlier in my time. Honestly, this is where I started. I am ashamed that this is where I started.
But Danny, I get what you're saying, and yeah, you're right. Any random dude on CC can get it, but you know, there are the people with the decency that sometimes would actually go out their way and find the person that's the creator of said character and tell them, hey, you know, I'm using you for this. Is that okay? Sure, there is people that would possibly take a character and not say anything. right? But
Using you over anger, which is something that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
That's one thing that nobody should do. Use somebody over anger without their consent.
Mm.
That's one thing. Downloading a call that is like Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn, you name it,
Yeah.
is one thing. Downloading Crazy J and making fun of him on your stream is another. Like, there's
Yeah.
two different things. It's called bullying. It's called slander.
Like,
It's called
and
humiliation.
Yeah.
I was with these guys for about 2 years. I consider them family, right? I